Welcome to Midnight True Tales, where true stories are stranger than fiction. Turn off the lights, and now, let's begin. I never imagined that the night before a holiday would become the most terrifying night of my life. I started like any normal evening. I was sitting with friends, talking, laughing, losing track of time. Nothing felt strange, nothing felt wrong. Until I looked at the clock, it was 2 a.m. That's when reality hit me. I lived far outside the city, in a quiet area that required driving through a long isolated road to get home. A road almost no one used. No houses, no streetlights, only darkness. I said goodbye to my friends and rushed to my car. I wanted to get home, rest for a few hours, and wake up early the next morning. I started the engine and drove straight into the night. I had no idea that sleep would not come easily ever again. As the city lights disappeared behind me, the road stretched endlessly ahead. The silence felt heavy, as if the world had gone quiet on purpose. Even the sound of my engine felt out of place, and then that feeling returned. The feeling that I wasn't alone. Without warning, the temperature began to rise, higher, higher and higher. The engine made a strange sound. I pulled over immediately. Stepped out of the car. I realized how completely alone I was. No movement, no sound, no lights. My heart raced. This was the worst place possible for something to go wrong. As panic started to set in, I noticed a small light far ahead. At first, I thought it was my imagination, but it wasn't. I walked toward it slowly. Each step felt heavier than the last. As I got closer, I saw a small automotive shop, open at that hour, in the middle of nowhere. Relief washed over me. The moment I stepped inside, a strange pressure settled in my head. The air was cold and wrong. Behind the counter stood an elderly man with gray hair. His back was turned. He was facing the wall, slowly counting money in his hand. The sound of the bills rubbing together felt unnaturally loud. I hesitated, then spoke softly. "Excuse me, my car is overheated. I need some water," I said. He stopped counting, and slowly he began to turn around. The moment his face came into view, my heart skipped a beat, my chest tightened, my legs trembled. He had only one eye, not covered, not damaged, just one piercing eye, staring straight at me. A sharp pain exploded in my head. It felt like pressure building behind my skull. My vision blurred. Every instinct screamed, "Run," but my body refused to move. The man didn't blink, he didn't speak, he just stared at me. The single eye felt alive, as if it could see straight into my mind. The longer I looked, the more my head throbbed. I had no idea who he was, no idea why he was there. And that was worse than fear itself. The pain snapped me back. I stumbled backward. I don't remember opening the car door. All I remember is getting inside, hands shaking, engine roaring. I drove as fast as I could. I didn't look back. I didn't stop until the darkness finally gave way to familiar streets. The next day, I told my friend everything. They laughed at me and said that I was exhausted and that can play tricks on my mind. But I knew the truth. I knew what I felt. So I went back. This time, I didn't go alone. From a distance, I saw the building. My heart started racing again. I wanted to believe I had imagined it. But as we approached, the shop was closed. Not just closed, but abandoned. Dust covered the windows. The door was sealed. It looked untouched for years. Nearby, we found a small house and asked about the shop. The man we spoke to looked confused. Then he said, "That place has been closed for over 10 years. He paused before adding, "The owner was murdered during a robbery years ago. No one ever understood exactly what happened." Every person was asked told the same story. As we drove away, the headache returned, the same pressure, the same heaviness behind my eyes. I tried to shake it off, but my mind couldn't let it go of the image, the stillness, the stare, the single and blinking eye. And then it hit me. The one-eyed man I saw that night, could it have been the murdered owner? If it was him, how was he here? Alive? A ghost? Or something else entirely? I began to question myself. Was it the spirit of the murdered man? A creature left behind after a violent death? Or merely a human being who no longer belonged in this world? The memory of that one piercing eye stayed with me. It felt alive. It felt waiting. And it felt like it knew me, or at least knew how terrified I was. To this day, I do not know the answer. Was it a ghost, a human, or something far worse, lingering where no one should be? And that's it, the end of our story. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed tonight's story, do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. We upload every Monday and Thursday. Until then, stay safe, and I will see you again.